Alright, so we'll be taking a look at the solutions video for selective prep mathematics, test number 19 in this video. So again, as clarified last week, there will be no overview for this video. There will also be no overview for the next video. So happy days for that. We'll get straight into the question. So at the same moment, two trains leave Melbourne and Sydney. One's heading towards the other 120 kilometers. One's heading towards the other 80 kilometers per hour. So altogether, they're heading towards each other at 200 kilometers per hour. So they're getting close at 200 kilometers per hour. Okay, so you don't need to think about each train individually. Think about them together. Now, if the distance is 1,000 kilometers, and they're traveling towards each other at 200 kilometers per hour, okay, then they're going to meet after 5 hours. Now, a 750-seat multiplex divided into 3 theaters. There's 260 seats in theater 1, and there are 150 more seats in theater 2 than 3. So 260 in 1. In 2, there's x plus 150. In 3, there's x. So it's going to be 260 plus 150, which is 410 plus 2x, which means that 340 is 2x. So x equals 170. How many seats are there in theta 2? So it's 170 plus 150, which is 320. Question 3, the diagram shows 9 metal rings linked together. What's the smallest number of rings that need to be cut in order to separate all the rings? So if you cut each of these middle rings here, you can pull out this small ring through this space here, and you can also pull the medium ring out of the big ring through that hole. Okay, so that's the same for all 4 of them. So you just need 4 cuts in each middle ring. Now, plane takes 6 hours to fly from Tasmania to Darwin, 5 hours to return. So this is due to a wind that blows 50 kilometers per hour from Darwin to Tasmania. The wind decreases the speed of the plane by 50 kilometers when they're going towards Darwin, increases by 50 when they're going away from towards Tasmania. Okay, so what would the speed of the plane be if there was no wind? So x plus 50 times 6 hours. So speed times, actually let's make that speed. S plus 50 times 6 equals x. Now s minus 50 times, so that should be 5, because it'll take less time if they're flying faster. S minus 50 times 6 equals x as well. So it's the same distance, just a different speed. Now, so s plus 50 times 5 equals s minus 50 times 6. So let's expand that. So 5s plus 250 equals 6s minus 300. So let's move the 300 over and the 5s over. So that's just going to be s equals 550. Now, what fraction of a 24-hour day does Janine work if she works from 9:15 to 5:30? So that's 3 hours, 8 hours and 15 minutes. So 8 hours and 15 minutes. So 8 1/4 over 24. So let's change 8 1/4 into a improper fraction. So 4 times 8 is 32. So 33 over 4 all over 24 over 1. So you multiply top and bottom, middle and middle. Okay, that should give you 33 over 24 times 4. So 92. Divide top and bottom by 3. You should get 11 on 32. Sorry, it should be 96. Yeah, divide top and bottom by 3, you should get 11 on 32. Alright, bubble gums are packed either in boxes of 5 or boxes of 12. What's the smallest number of boxes fully required to pack exactly 1,965 bubble gums? Okay, so 1965. Let's see how many boxes of 12 we can do. So first we can do at least 100. So 12 times 100 equals 120. 1200. So now we have 765 left over. So let's see how many boxes of 10 we can do. So 12 times 10 equals 120. Okay, so that's that's 10 boxes of 12. Now, how many of those can we do? So we can do 6 of these. Okay, so from here, so 12 times 60 equals 720, which means we have 45 left over. Okay, so that's 160, 45 left over. If we do 12 times 3, that's 36. That doesn't work. 45 left over. Okay, so we'll just, so what, 160, 45 left over. We can't split that with 12 and 5, so we have to split it with just 5. So that's 9 boxes of 5. So it's going to be 160 plus 9. So 100 boxes of the 12 plus another 60 boxes of the 12 should give you 720. You have 45 left over. That's 9 boxes of 5. So that's 9 plus 160 equals 169. All right, so Margaret climbed 6 1/4 meters up the rope. She slid down 1 1/5 and then climbed another 2 1/4. So that's altogether she climbed up. So if I just do this plus this, it doesn't matter. Order doesn't matter when you're adding. So it's going to be 8 and 0.5. She slid down minus 1.2. Okay, so that's going to be 7.3 or 7 and 3 over 10. Okay, so try and do all the positives together and then the negatives later. All right, 3 of these figures are of the same cube. Which one is not of the same cube? So if you look carefully, it should be D. Okay, so that is that. Okay, question 9. The grade 6 students are collecting cans of food for Christmas trees. They collected twice as many cans on Tuesday as they did on Monday. 3 times as many on Wednesday as they did on Monday. So Monday is X. Tuesday is 2X. Wednesday is 3X. And then Thursday is 3X plus 5. So that means that they had 24 on Wednesday. If there was 29 on Thursday, so 24, which means there was 8 on Monday, which means there was 16 on Tuesday. So 16 plus 24 equals 40, plus 8 equals 48. All right, last question. So a 30 times 40 centimeter page of books includes a 2 centimeter margin on each side. So the area of the page minus the margin is, okay, let's just include the margin first. So 32 times 42, sorry, it should be 44 times 34. So there's 2 margins on each side. So you're adding 4 to each side. So 6, 1, 4 times 4 is 16, 17, 3 times 4 is 12. Take the 1 to the top, 13. So 6, 9, 4, 1. 1496 is including the margins. Now let's try it without the margins. So that's going to be 1200. So 1496 minus 1200 is going to be 692. So 296 is the margins. What percentage of the page is occupied by the margins? So it's going to be 296 over 1496. Okay, so if you, okay, let's try and make this as small as possible. So 296 divided by 1496 is apparently not correct. Just give me a second. What page? Oh, sorry. So it should be, the whole page is 30 by 40. If you get rid of the margins, it would be 26 and 36. Okay, so that would be just the non-shaded bit. So 6, 36, 6 times 3 is 18 plus 3. So 21, 2 times 6 is 12, 1, so 6, 7. So 6, 3, 9. 9, 3, 6 is the non-shaded bit. Okay, so 1200 minus 936 is our margin area. So that's going to be 11, 9, 1, 4, 6, 2. So 264 is the area of our margin. So 264 over 1200. So let's do 264 divided by 12 first. That's 222. Okay, so it's going to be 22 over 100. Okay, because 264 over 1200 is the same as 264 over 12 times 100. So it's the same as 264 divided by 12 divided by 100. So it's 22 when you divide by 12, so it's going to be 0.22 or 22%. All right, so that one was easy to make a silly mistake in, okay, if you thought that this was not including the margins. All right, it is including the margins, so you need to subtract 4 centimeters from each of those dimensions. All right, so that brings us to the end of this video. I will see you all in the next video. Very well done.